Hello everyone, Dave here, welcoming you back to another video. I have been loving Dragon's Dogma 2. You'll see in this gameplay footage, however, I am not good at it. I am so bad at the game. I get my little cheeks clapped every time, but it's still, I'm still having a lot of fun with it, and it's still retaining my attention. So if that doesn't say anything for how good it is, um, I don't know what does. And this game is the epitome, at least for me, of like, if I can do it, you can do it too. Like, if I'm able to muddle my way through this game, you guys can do it as well. Like, so if anyone is at all turned off by like, oh, the difficulty, or some of its unforgivingness, I totally understand that. But if it's a game that like intrigues you even a little bit, I implore you to give it a shot, because again, if I can do it, you definitely can do it, because I am terrible at video games and terrible at this game. um, but yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I wanted to go over today a few very simple tips and tricks, like five just super simple things that the game doesn't outright tell you that will really help you in the early game, and things that I discovered playing that I'm like, wow, this would be really cool if I knew this going in. So these are just super quick. I'm just gonna rattle them off, and hopefully get you out of here quick so you can guys can go back to playing. Um, First tip I have is keep your rotten food. I know it may seem like, oh, this is rotten, this is ruined. If I eat it, I'll get poisoned. Let me get rid of it. But keep it, because you can actually combine it and turn it into lantern oil. Which obviously, as we know, lantern oil is very important. It keeps your lantern lit. It keeps, obviously when this game gets dark, you can't see anything. So yeah, keep it. And you can combine it much like you would combine items to make a potion or anything. You can go into your menu, combine it, and make more lantern oil. Next tip. Earlier on in the game, you're going to receive some quests from like Captain Brant, I think is his name, to infiltrate the castle. And one of the first quests, one of his like soldiers will lead you through like a back room, and in a chest there you'll get some knight armor. My tip to you guys is to keep that knight armor, because you'll need it again. You'll have to infiltrate the castle a few more times, and having that set of knight armor on you just makes it so much easier, because the knights in there are really tough. They have a lot of health, and it makes it easier to just walk right through. So keep that on you. Also, you'll find like courtly clothes at another point. Keep those as well. I know it can be tempting to sell that stuff, especially earlier on in the game when you need money. But trust me, it will help you out a lot in the long run. So make sure to hang on to that stuff. Next is, do not be afraid to change vocations. I'm a fighter. I love fighting. I love getting up and close. But I've changed my character to a mage and played as a mage for a little bit, because one, it allows you to like fully experience all the different combat styles, but also unlocking new augments to like fully get the most out of your character is a plus. Like, for example, my pawn Himawari, he kept dying. Like, he was so bad at staying alive. Like, it literally, he just couldn't like stay alive. It's he had a death wish. Like, I had to like get him in therapy, because he really just was like, no, I'm like trying to die, dude. Like, that was his whole thing. He just kept dying. He had no health. So I switched him to fighter, and upgraded his vocation a couple ranks so he can unlock some defensive buffs, and now he's like not dying as much. He like doubled his health. Like, he was at like 500 something health for the longest time, and now he's at over 1,000, which in the grand scheme of things may not be that great. And also a portion of it is just because he was leveling up naturally. Like, I'm not saying it's 100% because of the vocations, but that stuff helps. It really does. It really helps to keep your pawns going, and it helps maximize their strength and everything. Next tip is don't be afraid to store your materials. I know keeping them on you is good, but when you go to upgrade at a shop or anything, they take directly from your storage unit. So you can just dump all of your materials that you get off of kills and free up that space in your pack. And then when you go to combine at or enhance rather, it'll just take directly from there. So you don't need to like walk up to the smith with all the stuff that you need to upgrade, because it'll just take directly from your storage. Last tip is camping. Take only one campsite with you. I, knock on wood, haven't had my campsite break. I've been raided a few times, but I haven't had it break on me. I don't know if that's a mechanic. To be honest, I don't know if it is or it isn't a mechanic in the game that your campsite can break. But when I first started, was under the impression that that once you used the campsite, then that was it. Then you had to get a new one. So I carried around 2 or 3 of them at a time. But I quickly noticed that, hey, my number of campsites has not gone down at all. So just pick your best campsite, pick your favorite campsite, and just carry that. And you know, there might be a scenario where it breaks and then you're going to be stranded, which unfortunately I don't know for sure. So sorry if that happens. That I'll take the blame on that one. But for my own personal experience, I haven't had that become an issue. So you can sell those, those dingy camping sites, get some extra money, because especially early in the game, you're going to need money, and also, you'll get better camping equipment later on anyway. So yeah, don't be afraid to, and my video ended here. So now I just have a bunch of random SNL stuff, I guess. But yeah, wrapping this up, don't be afraid to get rid of camping supplies that you don't need. You can take just the one, and that will help you out a lot. Help you free up space, and you get the campsite back every time. Anyway, so that's it. Those are just 5 quick little tips. Hopefully it'll make your start Dragon's Dogma 2 better and more successful. If there's anything that I helped you out with, let me know. If you want to hear anything else, if you want more Dragon's Dogma 2 stuff or any other videos, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.